Welcome
Welcome.
to Shade in the City. I'm your girl Treese.
It's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to, give y'all a little sip of shade, hot topics, and talk about everything that's the going on or the going on. All right. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, and can I just say we have been doing a good job. You doing a good job. You doing a good job. But yeah, because we've been holding true to our word. New year, new us. Okay. So yeah, if you haven't already, please hit that like button for us.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it. And let's get shady. All right, y'all. So let's start it off with obviously a big congratulations and confetti moment for good old Philadelphia Eagles, who have won the Super Bowl on Sunday. As we know, they defeated the Chiefs. I believe score was, don't even get me sitting here lying, but I can tell you it felt like damn near a blowout. Okay. Oh, I tell you, the final score.
It felt like an ass whooping.
It felt like a whooping. But yeah, no, the final score was 40-22. And yeah, so shout out to them. I do know what 2 years ago they were in the same, well, not same Super Bowl, but they were also were competing against the Chiefs and they lost. So congrats to them. Don't call it a comeback. All right. And yeah, so then we're gonna move on. Then we got to talk about what everybody's been talking about, the highlight of the Super Bowl, because it definitely was not the game. Okay. Yes, was Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. I saw a lot of mixed opinions. I personally enjoyed it, but I'm also a Kendrick fan. I like a lot of West Coast rap. So that was, he's always been my guy. Do I wish he would have done more songs off of his first album, what was it, Mad City or something like that, but I can't remember the name right now, but the one with the swimming pools and all, how can you not do that? That was like a classic. Like even the YT people know that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it wasn't a concert.
Huh? No, but what I'm saying is when it wasn't it's your time to show off, like you saw how
I felt like he did. I
did, but I think he also did a lot more of, I guess, like his newer songs off his new album, which is fine because yes, him and SZA are getting ready to go on tour together, so that makes sense to showcase what people are gonna, have to look forward to. But I also would have liked, because I've seen Rihanna, Beyonce, and I understand this performance was totally different, but just based off of the catalog.
And Rihanna didn't have any new songs.
That too, but I mean, she went all the way back to like Rude Boy, and then took it back to the last album. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm not gonna do this with you.
Don't do that. Don't do that to my fellow Pisces, okay? So no, and so basically, yes, it was, in my opinion, a great performance, but I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people, said that they didn't get it. They weren't as entertained. And then I hear some people say, well, if you didn't get it, it's because the message went over your head. And I'm going to sit here and be the first to admit there was a lot of the messages that did go over my head. I still like the performance, whether I knew everything. Some things I automatically knew, and I was like, oh, that's dope. But once they broke it down, which we're getting ready to go over, I didn't see all the things that they were pointing out or what he was trying to convey.
I listen, I think that's it for a lot of people also because you see it this one time, I mean, you know, they're showing all different types of things. Now, it's different when you see it kind of slow down or people breaking it down. Everybody can say, oh, yeah, I knew what that. It's probably BS. Okay. Because it's just like when you watch a movie or a show, sometimes you don't the first time until somebody brings it to your attention. Oh, damn, I did see that, but I didn't realize that's what it meant. So,
and to your point, I think that was a very good comparison. Go ahead, girl. Because it's almost like when we watch our scripted shows, Power, Raising Kanan, and we'll see something, she'll hear something, or somebody who's been watching it from the beginning and knows history or been listening to the online streets and knows something and may have a totally different narrative. And once they tell you, you're able to be like, oh, that makes sense now. So to Nels's point, right. Good job, Nels. So basically, let's talk about some of the subliminal messages. So one thing that was captured was obviously Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam. Right, who was also the house ninja from Django. And I ain't even gonna hold you, and I probably shouldn't say this publicly. I've never seen that movie. So I didn't get that. I will tell you, I was the first one.
You definitely shouldn't say that publicly.
Okay. I will tell you, Shade Squad, I feel like this is a safe space. I feel like this is a safe space. But don't be in the comments talking about me. I'm going to
tell you it's not. I'm telling you it's not. It's not safe for you right now.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
It ain't safe for you right now.
But no, and so I ain't even gonna hold you. I kind of didn't understand when I saw Samuel L. Jackson up there, and I was like, well, I said, they know this heavily censored, and he can't say what we all want him to say, which is mother. So I was like, why is he up here if he can't say? He's not gonna say it. Like I was like, there's no way he's gonna let him say it not on primetime TV. So what is he up here for? I was really confused as to his purpose, but obviously, you know, he was the one. He was basically Uncle Sam, directing him, telling him what he was doing is wrong. He needs to act accordingly. He needs to fall in line. And like I said, once I understood, I said, okay,
YT America.
Right. And not to mention, it probably would have helped if I'd seen the movie. But anyway, let's move forward. So then, he warns him about, to play the game with YT America, and wants us to not be ghetto. And then
this ghetto mess or something.
Right. And then what I thought was crazy, because I didn't catch this at all either, the Squid Games situation, which basically symbolizes the rich unaliving the poor, taking from until we have nothing, and then we're scrambling, which I have seen the Squid Games, so that makes sense to me, that correlation. I'm like, oh, that's smart, that's deep. That's deep. I like that, Kendrick. I like that. That took a lot of thought. And so then obviously the dancers in red, white, and blue representing the American flag. I love how, first of all, this halftime show was blackety black, y'all, during Black History Month. But I that was one thing that I did catch. I said, oh, he hasn't dressed up as American flag, because we all know that this country was built off the backs of us. So it made a lot of sense. And then even when he's I forgot when he was doing Humble and he had them separated, and it was basically another subliminal message of how we're divided as a country right now. So then then the stage was also a prison yard, where the Black performers harmonized while he rapped. And so we all know most of us are the ones that are in the cell, incarcerated. And y'all know what they say, how they get free labor out of us. They just
I think they even had a part where they were like a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, I think I did remember that too.
Because he told him to, play the game.
Right. And so y'all. And then
it ended with it saying game over.
Game over, right. I also think that was another shot to Drake, saying, I ain't gonna do this with you no more. I've done it. I've done it. There's nothing left.
Say Drake.
Say Drake. Now for me, that was my favorite part, and I think it was a lot of people,
everybody's,
because it was just so blatant, like, hey, But you like no. And then people were talking about the chain that he was wearing was A minor, like music note, but A minor. That's terrible. And it could also Aubrey, you know. And so and
I
then
think he literally basically said everything
except the peep. Yeah.
I was like,
because remember we were up here recording and I said if he did this halftime show and did not do that song, I mean, I literally I was kept stopping our recording that we were doing because I was really feeling the way.
It has to be on another level if you don't give a damn about being sued. Like, I mean,
well, no, because at that point he didn't say the word that could have got him sued. So he did it, but he flew under the radar.
I think it was the entire song that they didn't want played. I think I think he didn't want him to play perform the song.
Well, this is how you know when people really don't like you. When everyone gets on board, everyone knows it's about you. Everyone knows it could be trivial, and they don't care. They say, "Let him do his thing. Let him do it. Let that freedom of speech." Ain't that what Elon's all about? Let me shut up. I ain't trying to get political now. Then we see Serena. She up there doing her sea walk, and I know a lot of people felt like that was another shot at Drake. I think it also could have been.
I think it was supposed to have been a shot at Drake, and I think also didn't she get in trouble for doing?
Yeah, she got in trouble for doing that after she had won at the Wimbledon. So, you know, and honestly, to me, I ain't even gonna hold you because I know Serena Williams is from LA. I didn't think Drake. I didn't think Wimbledon. I just thought she's from LA. It makes sense.
She's not the only one from LA that can see.
I know, but
I just for that reason because it was her.
I just thought he was uplifting a black queen. That's all.
And SZA.
Is SZA from LA?
Well, no. I mean, just working with SZA, having SZA on the song.
Well, I don't know
because SZA's his ex also.
Well, I feel like, and see, I have a difference of opinion about SZA. Not saying that I don't like her, but SZA gives me that she is the biggest ops ever because she literally had just ran from playing over there with Drake and Sexy Red and Hands on Your Knees, and then all of a sudden she switched out real quick, and she said. I'm gonna go where the money reside, and
all it takes sometimes is from do you dirty.
I don't know, but all I'm gonna say is, SZA, you must be a Pisces. You waited that long to get your lick back. Y'all dated way back in the day. And you held on to that type of petty. Maybe that's why you and Kendrick close. Because y'all some real petty.
They ain't letting it go, boy. They ain't letting it go.
And shout out to Kendrick for being a June 17th Gemini. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. But yeah, so and so then
November 8th.
Who?
Is that a Sag?
Who?
No, that's not a Sag. So, SZA.
Yes. No. She's Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio.
So yeah, basically, as we talked about, he gave Drake the business. He closed it with the game over. And one thing that I didn't notice, but people were talking about how there was a moment where they were doing, I guess, the American flag thing, and then it had like an arrow pointing in the opposite direction, which I guess was a message that basically the country is now going in the wrong direction. We're moving backwards. And I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't even peep that either. And y'all just drop down in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. You can give us your honest opinions. We won't tomato you. We appreciate open and dialogue around here. But we want to know your thoughts on the halftime show. Did you get anything out of it? Did you miss something that we missed? And yeah, it was good. And shout out to Kendrick. And if I'm not mistaken, they said that, hold on, let me get my numbers right. Let me put some respect on my boy name. 126 million viewers. And apparently that surpassed Usher, I think. Yeah. which I think was maybe the second most watched, which is crazy to me when you think about Prince, like the people who have hit and everybody likes. It's not just, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all. So say Drake.
Hey, Drake.
All right, on to the next one, y'all. Oh, and I can't forget, speaking of Super Bowl halftime show, shout out to Benium from 90 Day Fiance.
Yes.
Shout out to Benium. If y'all don't know, you know we've covered 90 Day Fiance before. Ari and Benium, Ari has really gotten on my nerves. He ain't really helped the situation. But you know, he's from Ethiopia. That's where they met. She was over there doing her thing. She had a whole husband, and then I don't know, something like that. Something going on. Or she left her husband, moved to Ethiopia, met Benium, got pregnant, and now they have a baby. I think they getting ready to get a divorce, but apparently she's still managing him because apparently she's the one that shouted him out and said, you know, good job. I'm so proud of you. So I'm glad to see that they still clearly have a good business relationship and hopefully a good co-parenting relationship, even though we are all kind of saw that relationship won't go work out. But yeah, so shout out to Benium. I mean, I can only imagine growing up in Ethiopia as a dancer, and that's your whole, and then you finally make it to America, and then you get to dance on that big of a scale.
Huge.
So yes, confetti to you, Benium. I'm very proud of you. It's great to see your growth, and yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. So let's move on to other petty news. So maybe Nels can clear this up for me. I'm a little in and out this story. I ain't gonna hold you. I want out of the group chat. I don't understand why it's so much back and forth because apparently Deiondra Sanders, which y'all know is Deion Sanders' daughter. Now y'all know she is engaged and has I believe it's a son. Yes, she has a son with Jacquees. I believe that's how you're supposed to say Jacquees. Some people like to say Jacquees. I think
That's what I thought it was. Jacquees. It's not.
I feel like some people say Jacquees, but you know that's
hear it on the radio. They say Jacquees.
Is it Target or is it Target? You know what I'm saying?
You feel like being fancy,
right? So no. So basically, apparently, when I came out on the internet the other day, she's upset. Now I did see a post from Jacquees saying that he's working on an album right now. Y'all don't judge me. This Loaf.
Loaf. That's his ex.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I knew Nails was gonna be able to fill in the holes because I had no idea. Okay. Because clearly I can't even say a name. Loaf.
Yeah, you know who Loaf is, Trace. If I play the song, trust me, you know who Loaf is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I do. Anyway, so apparently I didn't know they used to date. Now I understand where Deiondra is coming from. But anyway, so Deiondra said, I'm mad that these motherfuckers out here faking a relationship. I can't come on a set. I can't do the things, you know what I mean, be around because she feels threatened. Deiondra, hold on. Come to the front. Come to the front. You mad at the wrong person, baby. Because ain't no way. I don't care what she got to say. You're allowing it. And that's your man. That's who you're engaged to.
On top of that, apparently, I saw where Deiondra said that Loaf is telling his mama that she want him back and all this other stuff. But my thing is, how are you selling records pretending to be in a relationship and we know who you actually with? Ain't no, if we think that you left your baby mama to be with Dave,
you would not be selling albums.
You wouldn't be selling.
You would be a trash nigga.
Exactly. It didn't work for Nia.
Right.
So I don't understand.
As a matter of fact, that's a great point. When the last time we don't listen to a song from Neo since he done divorced? And if he did make a song, did you believe anything that he said in it?
So I don't understand what you're not about to do is sit here and play in my face, whether I'm in the music industry or not.
Right.
What I do know is everybody and their mama knows that we together.
We just had his mama came out and said something to her, called her a dummy.
Who? Call who a dummy?
Deiondra. Jacquees' mama came out and called Deiondra a dummy. And before, I guess, exposing the fact that this was like a fake relationship or whatever the case may be. I
And what
know
was the fake relationship?
Dej Loaf and like what they're doing right now.
Okay.
And so basically, I know, so his mama came after her, called her a dummy. Then Deiondra went back and responded to Jacquees' mama. So I don't know how you think this is supposed to go, especially if
this is why Deiondra feels so comfortable coming to her mom. And
right. I was gonna say, because clearly, if the ex-girlfriend already has favor with the mama, and then you go and cuss her out and say, "Well, he don't need you, and that's why he coming over here using this Sanders name," and I said, "Shut up." It's a lot. I don't even, and no shade, but Deiondra, before you got pregnant, this nigga played in your face. If I'm not mistaken, what Drizzy?
Who's that?
Drizzy, and he was, and she put him out and was like, "Why you still texting me?" Da da da. And he said he don't really like you like that. He's just pretending and da 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 and whatever. And then you go and get pregnant by him. Then, I mean, granted, you accepted the proposal. And now you're surprised. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like she's mad at the wrong person. And I feel like her jumping on his mama, her jumping down the other girl's throat, he's going along with this narrative. So I don't understand, sis. Make it make sense to me. But anyway, so that's what's going on down to the the music world and stuff. And then I guess we gotta get into the acting world, because I don't understand. It's a lot of beef going on. I don't know. Kendrick has brought the petty out of everybody. All right. So then Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy, I don't even know how these two got to be in the same space or place or the conversation.
You said Marlon Wayans?
Marlon Wayans. Yeah, look up Say Cheese Marlon.
I didn't hear about this one.
Oh yeah. So apparently, and I feel like this was like maybe a little bit after the Super Bowl.
Is there like a huge age gap there? Why are they beefing?
Right. So okay, according to the Jasmine brand, I do know I saw it the other day. This started when Soulja called out Marlon's comedy, tweeting, "Marlon Wayans, you a bitch and you not funny. Shut up, ninja. Keep selling your soul and sucking the higher up, penises." All right.
I was just noticed that.
So Marlon clapped back with a serious
something about him in a comedy skit or something.
I don't think so. So no. Well, it gets deeper. So Marlon clapped back with a serious accusation, saying, "You essayed little boy, go sit your little ass down on some uncle lap and shut the fuck up."
I mean, that's
low.
Yeah.
So then Soulja wasted no time firing back, writing, "Essay, a ninja ever touch me, they gonna be unalived. I don't play that GAY shite." All right. And so this is really bad, y'all. I'm trying as hard as I can to censor this. You suck DIC K for your movie roles. I got my ish out of the mud by myself, no help, just the internet. Marlon then posted a photo of Soulja Boy being grabbed by a man, captioning it, I'm sorry, Soulja Boy. Said, "What now? Looking like you give up anything for some meth."
See, I was confused. I saw that. I think that's where I entered the group chat, but I was confused at that point. I didn't know what was going on.
So then things got messier, because then Marlon shared in his DMs where screenshots of Soulja previously asking him to put him in a movie, while Soulja exposed his own receipts, showing a DM from Marlon asking him to repost his movie poster. So Marlon responded, "Oh, that's from when you were semi-relevant, before you was dead. Yeah. So I'm not understanding. I mean, clearly I understand. Maybe it was something about a movie role, as Nell said, but with there being such an age gap and such a difference, and this is no shade to Marlon Wayans, but we already have 150 Cent. We can't, it's so, he really kind of takes the cake of, I don't care how old you are, what age you are, what sex you are, what you do. I, you know, I just don't know if this is a good look for you, Marlon, to be out here arguing with a little, like, I really think it should have just been honestly went unresponded to.
And the things that you're saying, I mean, like, I just feel like that's nothing to play with, whether it's something happened or not. Like,
right. I just feel like he should pay it dust. And the fact that he's even engaging with someone that, in my opinion, is not on his level. He may have money, but as far as intellectually, and I can't even say maturity wise, because you stoop down to his level, but you should be more mature than that. But that's just my thoughts. All right, so we can move on. Speaking of things falling apart, so let's talk about, I'm sure y'all have heard, I believe her last name is Nikki Medeiros, I believe it is. Y'all remember Nikki, Miss Nikki Baby is
Miss
what we
Nikki
know her
Baby.
as, okay? We met her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I mean, I'm sorry, LA. She, I think, was supposed to be messing with Fizz. She messed with Safari for a second. She messed with Molly Mall, is where we first seen her, because that's when her and Masika started bumping heads. But anyway, y'all know that she had a baby, a son with LiAngelo Ball. And then they had another baby about 2 months ago, a little girl. So apparently the internet was going into her DMs and letting her know that they done seen her man out in the streets with another young lady. So Nikki decided to let us know that yes, I've seen everyone that's been tagging me and sending him cheating on me, and I want to clear it up and speak my truth. I'm just as surprised as you are. We spent 3.5 years together, and last week he decided to walk out on his kids and I and tell me he got someone else pregnant, allegedly. That's not alleged if you told you, girl. And now is creating a new life with her. So we were just happy and planning family photos. I am beyond blindsided by this whole thing. The ultimate betrayal is not even the word. Oh, the ultimate betrayal is not even the word. My daughter is not even 2 months old. And, dealing with this in postpartum is very hard. Please pray for me and my healing, because I will get through this. I have to be strong for my kids, but I have absolutely no words. Karma is real and God don't like ugly. I hope it was worth losing his family. So then the girl came back out and made some accusations against Miss Nikki Baby, about how basically she's playing victim, and she accused her family of being racist. And she said it is what it is. Nikki barely see her kids. I don't know what that had to do with anything to do with you sleeping with her man, but at the end of the day, Nikki, I can appreciate what Nikki said. I ain't going back and forth with no girl, because my issue is with him, not you. But technically you would still get going back and forth with her. But I get you trying to, hold your head high and be like, I ain't gonna do that. But again, clearly it's the year of the petty. So I hear what you're saying, but no. And so basically, and then Nikki also lets us know that the girl is older than her. And she said, the same way you get them is the way you lose them, and thinking you winning by getting pregnant with a man who has a newborn is crazy work. So and yeah, they just had their baby December 3rd, 2024. That baby is fresh. So prayers up to her. I know I'm even though, it is what it is. I can't say that I care too deeply, but I feel bad for any mother that has to go through something like that. Fresh out of postpartum, because your mind ain't right already and it's not your fault. And then you got this F boy, and apparently he's been flaunting her around. He hasn't been in hiding. He has no shame. He has no shame. And it was so crazy because I literally, and I don't know if any of y'all Shade Squad has seen the interview that his dad just did, where he was speaking so highly of Nikki and was like, I love her. I love the fact that she don't need my son for nothing. She got her own. So not only was you the rich girl, probably, I mean, he did probably do some things for you, but I definitely think you probably did more for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he still played you. These ninjas ain't loyal.
Never mind.
I'm just saying. These ninjas ain't loyal. They don't care. Like, you have some type of loyalty?
They want what they worked for. If they don't really have to work for it,
Work for it, then
you're
you're right.
handing it over to them and giving them whatever they want. They want to have to work.
And you know what's so crazy? Because and this is no shade to you, young lady. What is it, Rashida Nicole or whatever your name is? This is right. This is no shades of you by any means, but I definitely don't think she has anything near close to what Nikki has. But yeah, so wish them luck and hopefully they figure out this co-parenting situation. All right, let's move on to Shireen. Apollo Nida's ex-wife has decided that she is going to file for divorce. She apparently did so on February 7th, citing adultery and
the A word.
Yes, thank you. That's my girl. So this is the Jasmine brand. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, Shireen alleges that Apollo committed adultery and subjected her to emotional and physical A word. Apollo has committed adultery multiple times throughout our relationship. He refused to seek professional help with his mental health issues, and instead he emotionally and physically abused me and brought great emotional abuse to his stepdaughter. Oh, I said it. Sorry. The filing includes an alleged statement agreement in which both parties agreed to live in the marital home free from all interference and control by the other until they each find suitable housing and agree on the division of assets. For some reason, I just think that's never a good idea. Like even whatchamacallit with Ralph and Drew doing that right now. I don't know how that can be healthy when you're separating, but you're still in the same house and there's a lot of tension and you're both living separate or trying to live separate.
So I know states are different, right?
Right, because don't you have to be in Maryland up here, and I think Virginia too,
living in a separate,
be in separate spaces for at least.
Well, it depends on if you have children or not, but if you have children, it has to be a year.
And I think if you don't, it's like 6 months,
and you have to prove it,
right?
If you, yeah, I think if you don't have children, yeah, it might be
right.
like 6.
But yeah, so no. The agreement also states that Apollo has waived his right to spousal support. However, Apollo denied the validity of the settlement agreement, telling In Touch, "I did not agree to anything. We'll have our day in court." A lot of that language is false. The divorce filing follows as March 2024 incident where Apollo was arrested for allegedly getting physical with Shireen, and I think we all seen that video. So yeah, good luck. In the words of Jamie, good luck. All right. And speaking of other housewives news, Ashley Darby. We literally were just talking about this the other day, and we said, what is Ashley going to do come this next season? Well, Ashley done went and got her a divorce, y'all. It is finalized. She is finally, what she say, live, surviving and thriving, or whatever she be saying. Thriving and surviving. All right. So yeah. So no, Ashley Darby is closing a chapter on her marriage to Michael Darby. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the Real Housewives of Potomac star's divorce was finalized on Monday, February 10th. Recent. So confetti to you, girl. Happy Valentine's Day, girl. You're gonna be having a gallant. Well, no, I'm still sure you got Josh Harlow somewhere in the background. So Ashley officially filed for divorce in November, a little more than 2 years after their separation, explaining that they were in different stages of their lives. Michael previously described their settlement as amicable and fair, noting that they agreed to share custody of their 2 little ones, Dean and Dylan. The separation has played out on Real Housewives of Potomac for several seasons, with Bravo cameras documenting Ashley's journey back into the dating world. She's also set to appear on an upcoming dating show alongside fellow housewives Giselle Bryant, Luann, I can't get her name right, but we know Luann, and Shannon Bedore. Why? I don't know.
These are the opportunities she wouldn't have been able to be a part of.
That's true. So confetti to you, Ashley. We're happy for you. As y'all know, 90 Day Fiance. They have a new season. It starts this Sunday, which I believe is, don't get me lying, would be the 7th. No, 16th. 16th. So there'll be a whole new season starting on the 16th. So obviously we're going to be recapping and reviewing that because, That's what we love to do. And we got all new couples except for Sarper and China, but I'm here for it and excited about it. And in other 90-day news, apparently, I'm not sure if y'all remember Michael, who used to be with Angela. Well, apparently Michael has gotten himself in some trouble because he is in a love triangle now that he's in the States and he done broke free from Angela. He's in a little love triangle. He got one girlfriend pregnant. But he got another girl. And so now they all online and putting him on blast. And yeah. And Angela just been online praising Trump and hoping that she can get him deported.
Yeah. Speaking of 90 Day and of Trump, did you hear about Asuelu?
Oh, what happened with Asuelu?
Yeah, apparently they're trying to he's supposed to be getting deported. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. He's supposed to be getting deported, child.
I saw something online, since we're on the subject, but I saw something online the other day that Cardi was like her uncle got deported the other day. And I was just like, well, damn. It's so I'm sure we're gonna hear more and more of these stories, unfortunately. And it's just sad. But moving on. So you guys, if you have not seen it, the trailer has been dropped. Raising Kanan season 4 is here. It is dropping on March 7th. Of course, they would do that. But so yeah, it's dropping after the Queen's, birthday. And so y'all make sure y'all tune in, as you know, that is something we're going to cover as well and get back into regular rotation for Sunday nights with our lives. So we can't wait to see y'all. And yeah, everybody has been speculating on what they think about the season. Everybody thinks Nikki is gonna come in and rule. I did watch the trailer. Only thing I think I didn't like, or I didn't see Famous at all in the trailer. And I thought that was strange. And maybe he just didn't make the trailer, but I just thought that was weird. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. I'm excited about it. And yeah, kudos to them on season 4. Any thoughts about that, Nails?
I'm just excited. That's my show. I'm excited.
I can't wait to get back to my, because I love me some Rock, and they hate because I'm blindly loyal. I don't even give a damn. I can see that she wrong, and I don't care. I'm blindly loyal. I love me some Rock. I ain't gonna hold you. So so since we're on the news talking about Raising Kanan, 50 Cent is still out here being petty. Now he is directly attacking Big Meech. He accused him of being a snitch and a rat and all those things. And then went as far as to basically say that he was broke, he spent all his money, and that's why he ain't got nothing, and that's why he's walking around wearing his son's chain, his son's baby chain, and he needs to give the baby back his chain. Now Big Meech, obviously came out, denied all that. It's very street code for him. I forgot what he said. What's the word that he said? It was death over dishonor. So he ain't about that life. And I don't know. At this point, I just feel like if you're gonna end the relationship with them, just go ahead and end it. Just end BMF how you gonna end it. But can we stop? Can we leave these people alone at this point? But again, I guess it's the year of the petty. Like I said, Kendrick started something, and now it's just,
that man's always been petty.
I can't forget that. He's always been petty. Right. So then in other news, people who decided that they were going, I ain't even gonna say they were being petty, but decided they were finally gonna speak up for themselves. So as y'all know, there was a big controversy over Allison Holker putting out this book about her deceased husband, Stephen Twitch Boss. The family was very upset, said that, they felt, and so the brother came out and did an interview with the mama, with Gail this morning. Y'all know when you sit down with Gail, she's gonna have the questions. And so basically, Dre Rose, which is Twitch's brother, um, basically said his marriage to Allison Holker, he was struggling. He said he felt like his brother was unable to open up about his issues, particularly in his relationship with her. Um, and he said that Twitch felt silence. He couldn't even get it out. He explained that while Stephen loved his wife and children deeply, he often felt there was no resolution to the conversations he needed to have. In any situation in which you can't have a conversation and get resolved, it becomes one-sided. And I believe there are many conversations that there's no resolve. So, when asked about claims in Holker's new memoir, Dre expressed shock at learning about Stephen's alleged past, particularly the revelation of childhood actual a word and or essay. And he said that was new. It was a shock to me, and it was a shock to our father. Dre also criticized the way Holker shared private details, including Stephen's experience with alleged substance abuse and trauma, saying, I see no accountability in the fact that the family had to find out about these things in the matter that they did. Allison Holker has explained her intentions with the book, stating, my only intention in writing the book is to share my own story as well as a part of my life with Stephen. I will never really know what happened. So yeah, y'all. And then I think I saw something earlier online where I think they are thinking about possibly maybe a lawsuit. That's alleged. Don't give me that. That's very alleged right now, but I think I did see that headline. So yeah, y'all. And then speaking of other people who are upset, Diddy, you know, is always a corner, and Diddy's in it. Okay, so Diddy slaps NBCUniversal with $100 million lawsuit, says making of a Bad Boy documentary falsely portrays him as a monster. How could they do such a thing? And so yeah, basically, he's taking legal action, and the lawsuit claims the documentary recklessly promotes false and defamatory allegations, including claims of serial murder, essay of minors, and shipping. Okay, I'm just gonna say shipping accusations. Combs' legal team says that have no credible evidence to support them. So, according to the documentary, frames Combs as a monster, it did, and compares him to Jeffrey Epstein, pushing conspiracy theories that he was involved in the deaths of Kim Porter, Biggie Smalls, Andre Harrell, and Heavy D. Well, while also alleging an attempted murder of singer Al B. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the lawsuit argues that these claims are not only baseless, but were intentionally included to create a scandal driven narrative disregarding facts and journalistic integrity. Um, Erica Wolf, Combs' attorney, issued a statement condemning the documentary's claims. And so, yeah, we will see if Diddy can get some of his money back. Then he dish it out. Let's see if he can win the lawsuit. I think the only way you can win it is if something's I guess the narrative they're going for, because there were insinuations. And of course, people insinuate about Kim. And you can think it, but if you have no proof over it. So he may have a case there. He may. But for all of our Shade Squad lawyers up in there, legal, paralegals in there, y'all know anything, drop down in the comments. Let us know. Okay. And then also R. Kelly is out here. Apparently, the appeals court decided that they were going to hold up his conviction and 30-year sentence. I guess obviously he was appealing it and trying to get out, and they said no, 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 no. And so yeah, no, he gonna be in there. And you know, it is what it is. And so then we move on to Ashanti did finally come out, as we know. We had talked about on our last Sip and Shade, the passing of Irv Gotti. And I think I had mentioned and I said, you know, I'm sure Ashanti somewhere possibly feeling away, and I wonder what she's gonna say. And so this is what Ashanti had to say about it. She said, I can't believe things ended like this, and it makes me so sad. We weren't on the best terms the past few years, but I've always said through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything that you've done for me. We made history, and that will remain infinite. I've always respected your musical genius and ability to push me to my best. All of all the greatness and positive things that came far outweighed the dark and negative times. I have always prayed for you to find peace, sending love and prayers to the entire family. Rest well. So I thought that was a very beautiful and put together statement.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people were expecting her to be like, "Ah, that nigga did," you know what I'm saying? And good job, Ashanti. Good job.
I was not expecting her to be like, ha ha ha.
No, but I mean the way he was going in the last couple years, that she wanted to be.
I mean, he was clearly heartbroken.
Yeah, no, he was. So then also, and then we gonna close it out the next two stories. So I'm sure y'all saw. I don't know what's going on with Chloe and Burna Boy, but I don't think this is a good situation for you, sis. I'ma just, I know.
Didn't some chick just come out?
I seen some chick come out saying she wanted Burna Boy, but I don't know if they're involved. But I do know the last.
I thought I saw screenshots or something. I just didn't really get into it.
I don't know, but I know the last time that they were together and she was out there and they caught them all hugged up and love up on each other. Then a couple hours later, they caught him hugged up and loved up on somebody else. And so I don't know, but this time they got matching watches. So you know what? If you out there to have a good time and collect your things and gather your things, girl, then by all means, you young, have fun. Look,
what they say.
Everybody got whole face.
She said, "We grown. We doing grown folk things."
So do you, boo boo? As long as he ain't, flying you to Dubai to poop on you, nothing like that. Do you, boo boo? Do you? So, Wendy Williams, y'all. This is the last story, and we're gonna close out. Wendy Williams has come out and said what I tried very hard not to believe, and I'll tell you, I wanted very hard not to believe this, but according to the Jasmine brand, Wendy Williams was overcome with emotion while revealing the role of her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., and basically how that played a part in her controversial court-ordered guardianship in the Tubi documentary, which was just released today, which I ain't even gonna hold you. As soon as we get up off of here, I'm gonna go watch it, okay? And I don't even watch Tubi like that, but apparently TMZ and Tubi got something going on and it's free, so why not, right? So the movie is TMZ presents Saving Wendy. It was released, like I said, today. The former talk show host opened up about the matter, stating, "My son overstepped his boundaries. He was inappropriately using my money without telling me crap about it. Like, is he stealing from me?" Wendy went on to imply that Kevin Jr.'s actions led to her financial accounts being frozen by Wells Fargo, a move that ultimately led to her being placed under a restrictive guardianship. All I know is that when my money got frozen, and thank God, no more money stealing from my son and the other people. Wendy also revealed that in 2022, while staying with Kevin Jr. in Miami, she was cut off from her finances because he had possession of her phone, making it impossible for her to respond to Wells Fargo's fraud alerts. She further detailed how over $100,000 was spent on her American Express card, and that her son even rented a yacht for his 21st birthday, a lavish expense totaling $113,000.
I thought this was supposed to be Uber Eats charges.
That's what we thought. That's why I said I gotta come and give it to you, because I was trying to go up for Lil Kev. I didn't want to believe it.
No.
But everybody, I told y'all last time we talked about this, and I always give you the different perspective, even if I don't have it. But yeah, they said it, and I mean, I guess it was true. Additionally, she claimed a woman impersonated her in an attempt to steal even more money, and shockingly, she alleged Kevin Jr. introduced her to this person. This woman allegedly posed as Wendy over the phone, attempting to gain access to her funds. Fortunately, Wells Fargo flagged the fraud and stopped further money from being stolen. Despite previously defending her son, Wendy's tone took a sharp turn when discussing his alleged actions. Holding back tears during the documentary, she shared, "My son is a good person, but at this point, he is a horrible person to me." So do you think, and I promise you, y'all, I swear to God, I don't believe this is right. It's just in my nature to play advocate. I swear. Do you think that maybe he just felt like he was entitled to it? Because that's my mom and that's what she's done. And she's always given me everything I wanted. So why, like,
No. I'm not gonna lie. Like maybe we could have a quick conversation about the yacht. Maybe like, it's
Right.
my birthday, whatever. But you're stealing over $100,000. You got somebody to impersonate her. You took her phone so that she can't respond to fraud alerts. Like, no. I mean, it's possible, yes, for your child to steal from you. Just because it's your child doesn't mean that they're entitled to it. So, no, no, oh my God, no, oh my goodness, I, I feel bamboozled.
Yeah, no. Because
I
I
was like,
definitely
boy can't eat. Let him order his food. Like,
right. I felt,
sitting down.
and if anything, I thought it was for her, and she was ordering her caviar and Doritos that she liked. But yeah, y'all. So y'all drop down in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this new revelation that has come to light. And also, if you are gonna tune in to the Tubi documentary, and if you have, what are your thoughts so far? But yeah, y'all, we appreciate you joining us and being here with us. If you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, which includes the TikTok, the IG, the Blue Sky, and the Facebook. And yeah, y'all. And we will catch you next week because, we staying on top of things, right? So we'll catch you next week for another Sip and Shade Hot Topics. Have a good night.
Good night.